I'm Jam, and today we're working on another system-agnostic mini-dungeon for Patreon. And if you don't know me, I also make award-winning TTRPGs at Dinoberry Press, co-founded with my partner Nova, aka Nevyn Holmes. So this is the Molten Cavern dungeon, and we're gonna start on the creature art this time. So this bulky dude is a Lapidae, and I was gonna give them one club arm and a great hammer in the other hand, but I thought a melted arm would be more fun and glowy. And while I was live streaming this art over at Twitch, a pickaxe was suggested instead of the hammer. We also had a great time thinking of the lava as gooey nacho cheese. For both of the creatures, I made a bunch of rocky shapes in a few different layers. I used dark browns, tan, and gray. Then I textured the rocks and gave them highlights and shadows. They got some orange-yellow glow wherever the rock surface met the nacho cheese. For the magma, I used the same textured brush to build up glowing centers with pale yellow all the way up to white. The Dogolith is our dog-shaped molten elemental creature, because, as y'all know, I love a good dog-shaped creature. And if you didn't know, before I worked on TTRPGs full-time, I used to work with dogs, hundreds of them. And when I was extra lucky, I got to meet other creatures too. With the art all done, it's time to ready them for printing and make some stickers. If you ever use a silhouette to print and cut stickers, let me show you how to fix a weird little issue you might come across. The first time you print a design, it's always a good idea to zoom in on the print preview. What you're looking for is this faint white grid on your artwork. If you miss checking the preview, you might find these thin white lines going across your print. And as you can see, it doesn't appear on every imported image. I used the exact same export settings on both of these files. They were both made and edited with the same art program, and they were both imported the exact same way. I don't know why it happens, but it's a very, very easy fix. Here's what you do. Open up the page setup panel, click on the rightmost tab, checkmark on print bleed, then set the bleed radius to 0. That's it! Now we can double check the artwork and see that all the grid lines are gone. I've talked about this little glitch before, but I like repeating it because it took me so long to find a solution, because rebooting, reinstalling, and recreating the artwork didn't always work. Anyway, happy sticker making! A hot, unstable cavern lies in your party's path. Only the most nimble or clever can hope to cross these treacherous gaps. All else will be swallowed by the burning river below. Check out all the ladders and rope bridges in the sketch that did not make it to the final dungeon. So why the heck did I do that? Initially, I was gonna leave little broken ladders as clues and maybe draw little tool piles or scrap. But I finished adding texture to the ground, and I hesitated because I kind of like the dark, mysterious expanses in contrast to the bright magma. But I also had a worry. What if the lack of details on the map makes players unhappy? What if this dungeon looks too empty on the page? What if this isn't good enough? So I stepped away and had another moment to think. And you know, I think players are clever enough to get across these gaps without me placing bridges here and there. When you leave out information like this, you make room for someone's table to fill them in, right? This dungeon can be an obstacle that pressures the party to practice some ingenuity. And there's nothing stopping a game master from inventing a bridge, or some bundles of rope, or a switch that creates a magical minecart track that connects the islands. Maybe as I'm designing these dungeons, I don't actually need to always dictate where every path to cross is. And to enhance that theme here, I've added a neat little list of prompts and a die roll that can decide where objects and creatures are. So for this dungeon, the Game Master can assign a number to each prompt, or just roll for chaos. In the end, I think I just needed to remind myself that these system-agnostic little dungeons are supposed to work like this. These postcards are supposed to be incomplete, and inspirational little snacks so that y'all's stories can have the space to make it your own. So that's why I didn't add the bridges. I left the gaps. So a little tangential thing about me. I deal with insomnia day to day, and when I take sleepy meds or melatonin too many days in a row, they'll either stop working or I kind of wake up feeling worse, super exhausted, like I hadn't slept at all. So now and then I have to give my body a break from that stuff and just ride out a sleepless night. Insomnia besties, I see you, I feel you, I wish you sweet dreams. All that to say, I was working away at this dungeon around 1 to 3 a.m., and because I thought the layout was going to be simple enough, I decided to record myself as I worked. So sorry in advance if I'm a little quiet or extra mellow in this next section. It's time for layout. Okay. We got our font for our little numbers. We just need to disperse. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we're gonna make the font a little smaller, so we're gonna select everyone and set it to like 20. Let this be 1. We'll go from like top corner to bottom corner. There, we got our 10 areas. We'll adjust these a little bit, kind of put them in the center. A little bit of a simpler map this time, but that's okay. That's our 10 areas. And you'll be rolling a d10 to like figure out, okay, this item goes here, this item goes there. Now we need a little title. But I don't know if I want this font. Let's see what else I've got. Ooh, okay. Let's actually remove the outline. Let's pick this brown color. Right here. Ooh, they're overlapping, but I don't mind that too much. Maybe. Make this a little smaller, right? We mess with the override a little bit. Let's make Cavern like real big, like real stinking big. We'll make the smaller. Let's get it within our margin here. Is that legible? I think it is. I'm also tempted to make these letters kind of jumble up a little bit. Like this. That looks fun. The Molten Cavern. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. It's missing like that texture, but there's some things we can do. I also think I want to squish it. Squish it just a little bit. Shall we squanch it? Really get it to fit in that space? Squish and squanch. Let's see if we can make an interesting texture happen. An idea is I could grab this art layer right here. I can copy and paste it. I'm grabbing literally the top part of this map right here, and I'm going to drag and drop it onto the text. And then as you can see, now this pixel texture is within the shapes. Do I like that? I think I do. I think that's fun. Oh, I think I'm gonna get this darker shade. Oh, there it is. Then it doesn't look so samey. It's tempting to add a glow. Maybe a yellow glow to make it stand out even more. Let's see what that looks like real quick. Effects. Outer glow. Let's just grab... I think I like it. Kind of like that glow. It's fun. I think it helps the text stand out a little bit. It's a very chill map. Chill. It's a very hot map. It's a very hot map. And I think I like the extra bit of contrast that gives. Alright, now it's time to work on the text side. First we gotta get our... Whoa! Not that one. First, we're gonna get a text box down. There's not a whole lot written for the dungeon this month. It's a very succinct dungeon, but I think y'all will love the dudes. The dudes are the standouts of this dungeon. Ooh, I do like the creamy chocolate one. Let's see. Ooh, I like that. Let's add this as a paragraph style. And we'll add this as a style. We're going to copy and paste. We'll edit things in a second. Frame. We'll say 2 columns. We're gonna edit the body real quick. -12 tracking. Unnecessary. Set this to auto. There you go. That's what I want. For these, I need these to be bullet points. We will edit that in a sec.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite segment. Rubbing brain cells in real time.
Beware this bubbling. This bubbling brew. No, this. Beware this spicy hole. This spicy cave. Forgotten. Beware. Oh. I'll just say the molten. The molten. Molten Cavern is a bubbling, is a hot bubbling grave. The Molten Cavern is a hot bubbling grave. This Molten Cavern is a hot bubbling grave. Oh. This cavern is a hot grave. This cavern is a burning grave. Melting grave, melting. This cavern is a melting grave. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.
Now I'm gonna select all these little names. Do need to put a space right here. I'm gonna make them bold, but I'm also gonna come over and make them capital. It's just some capital names right here. I'm gonna go extra bold. Yeah, let's go extra bold. Up here we hit preview mode and we can kind of see the text a little easier. That's looking alright. I almost want to widen the gutter. Yeah. Oh, and there's so much room for activities still. Let's bring in our art. We have dog. And we have our Lapidae. Look at them. Let's make them a little shorter. Holding down shift so that they're even. I love them. And I'm really happy that I'm going to be able to make these guys nice and big. I'm going to fix this gap right here because it's bugging me. Let's select this. Go to paragraph. And lower the, oh, not that one, this leading here. There you go. I might even do this just by one. Okay. Now, think about how we want to fit these guys in here. I could fit maybe this guy up here. No, maybe he just does better over there on this side. Ooh, like that? Like this? Like that? Dog could go up here, like above all this, and be like, I'm a dog. I'm just a little dog. A woof, a woof. See, maybe that can go there and that can be pushed over here. Man, sometimes getting the art to fit is the tough part. Maybe it'll be good like this. I'm going to select both of these, and we're going to... Oh, we can't... Oh no, text wrap. Let's do tight, and largest size. We'll do 2... I usually do 2 or 3 millimeters for the wrap. Yeah, everything's going to look real funky and wonky right now. Maybe we put them next to each other. Maybe they're just buddies. Of course, I want these things to be way too big. I always want these to be way too big. So much bigger than they need to be. But I love the art I make for these things. And then it's like a game of, okay, how far can I push this? To where the text doesn't look too weird. Too wonky. You know what? I think he works right there. I don't think he's working right there. think he can be a little bigger. Just as far as I can push it. Just as far as I can push it. I'm happy to push it. We're just tapping on the arrow keys and seeing what works for me. Dog. Now it's dog time. Let's see. How can we fit dog in? The dogalith. Let's make sure the text is in the center. The dog is here to party. What does it look like if I push this down? Then we grab the dog. What if we put dog over here? What if dog go over here? Dog go here? What if dog is like this? What if the dog is like this a little bit? I don't like it because I want to see more dog. Dog go up here? Dog could go up here. Let's hit enter a couple times. Maybe not that many times. Dog? Fit up here? It's unfortunate because this is might be associated with this description. But we can change that up. Check this out. We're gonna cut. We're gonna hit enter over here. We're gonna paste. Look. Now the dog letters and words are next to the dog art. Maybe we do one more like that. And like that. We're making it work. We're making it work. Something I could do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna make a new style. There we go. I'm liking how it's looking. Okie dokie. Yay. Okay. We're just gonna add a couple more things. So I think I want to turn the bullet points here into something else. I think I want to turn them into like little boxes. So we're gonna select that. We're gonna come here to bullet. And then this code. Cool. Let's see. Things are looking a little boring though. Let's see what we can do. A line. We're gonna take a line, a stroke. We're gonna make it a very bright orange, just to kind of match with this lava up here. We are going to go to the designer persona, go to stroke, set it to brush, and then here I've got mine over here. And have something interesting going on. Ooh, our number 1, number 3, and number 1. We can set this behind the text. Let's lock the text. Maybe we would try a different, see what else I got. Oh, this one's pretty bubbly. It's feeling very bubbly. On this weird tilt though, I don't know if I like that. Oh, I like the round pencil. I think we're gonna go with the round pencil. Kinda like the highlight going on here. Oh yes, the roundness is reminding me of how I drew these hot gloops of the magma, of the lava, of the magma. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe so long as it's under the ground, subterranean, terrarian, sub level, it is magma. And that's why I call it magma throughout this text. But if I'm incorrect, well, then I guess we're incorrect. I'll correct it for the next dungeon poll. If it turns out I should be saying lava instead of magma. I kind of want to do it for these guys too. Should we go all the way across? We didn't go all the way across with these. We got the Lapidae. We got the Igni Lapos. Don't know if I'm saying these things correctly, but you know, it's all made up. Doggo, I don't think it works if it goes all the way across the art. I think that looks fine though. But maybe that does mean that these shouldn't. I also think if I stack them, I almost like the color more. Because it's a little transparent. If I make the one below more a different color. Oh, there we go. There we go, look at this. Do you see how different that looks? Maybe I'm missing like boxes. Maybe I put one around here, around this cavern, and then around exploring the cavern. Let's do that. And let's do one with like a soft edge. So we're gonna hit brush. Let's make the stroke the same color. Very pale. Just enough so we get that like parchment colored goodness. Let's make sure if we put it behind everything. Oh, I wanted to do something with the stroke. So we're gonna go to stroke. Make sure it's on brush. And then patterns. I will pick the same. It's a little hard to see, but the edge is in fact a little softer. There is a texture going on. Here, I can show you. See this? There is a texture. It is a nice soft little texture happening. Let's get this like within, and then maybe we'll add, so here up here is the corner, we'll make it rounded. Then we'll get one more. All right, I'm gonna add the credits down here, and then it's time for the reveal. Remember to like and subscribe if you had a good time here, and let me know your thoughts on the dungeon and the creatures in the comments. Those are all totally free and easy ways to support my art and keep this channel going. The truth is, y'all, we need some help reaching 1,000 subscribers so that those ads that pop up to annoy you anyway can go towards supporting our work at Dinoberry Press. That said, I really appreciate y'all so much for being here. Patreon members, I can't wait for these to arrive at your mailbox. And that's all, friends. Bye-bye for now.